All right, today we're going to take a look at the second part, which I call the high jump, the more difficult parts to do, and that's evidence beyond the document, sourcing, and complexity. Okay. So just a reminder, you should have already been able to achieve at least the low hurdle parts of it, the thesis and the claim, the contextualization, um, and evidence from the documents, being able to use at least 3 documents, and now a recent change, not 6 documents. All you have to be able to do is 4 in order to get this particular point. We'll talk more about that another time. But again, what we're taking a look at is the more difficult items, the evidence beyond the document, sourcing, and complex understanding. So let's start off with evidence beyond the document. Okay, so if you could open up the our primary source analysis and setup sheet here and go and scroll all the way down to part 5. Okay? And so what you're going to do is what we call evidence beyond the document. Now, the idea with evidence beyond the document is that these 7 document sets do not give us a full complex picture of the Mongols and the effect that they had all over Eurasia. So in other words, there could be hundreds of more documents, evidence that would support the argument that you are making. So we're going to try to investigate some possible pieces of evidence beyond the document set. Okay, so what I'm going to have you guys do is to go ahead and once you scroll down, go to the following excerpts. Okay, and you'll notice that there are some links right here as well. Okay, if you don't have the last 2 here, they are in Google Classroom, so go back to Classroom, you'll find the other 2, but basically 4 document sets. And so what you're going to do from this particular reading is to be able to try to find added arguments to support this claim right here, that the Mongols looted and destroyed historic urban centers. So where else would we see this? So first of all, there are some documents that might support this. So go back and go ahead and put in the document numbers for each one, where you find in the document set that supports this particular point here. And then from there, see if you have at some point, either from our textbook reading, from the lecture from the previous day, or even the film that we watched, and also from these 4 documents here, what are some instances that would further support this? So another instance, and be able to describe what that is. And not only that, but with those particular instances, if you can even address what the consequences were for them, that would greater enhance your ability to show that this is evidence beyond the document, but also will show added complexity as well. So with that, go ahead and take the next few minutes and go through these pieces of evidence here to see if you can find more beyond the document set. So go ahead and pause the video right here and go ahead and do those readings. Feel free to brainstorm with others while you do this as well. Okay, once you have done this, the next part is to be able to now take your arguments. What you want to be able to do is to go ahead and copy and paste this section here from when you grouped your material. So basically what you have for this, go ahead and copy and paste, and so that you have the categories of analysis that you have individually created and the document numbers to go along with it as well. And then just based off of the same idea from your particular reading, is there evidence beyond the documents for the other categories of analysis that you might have done yourself here? So take the next about 6 minutes or so and see what you're able to generate in regards to evidence beyond the document for the other categories of analysis that you might have. Now, if you already have the Mongols looted and destroyed cities, yeah, go ahead, copy and paste that into the box here so that you have something. But again, spend a few minutes and see if you can find other pieces of evidence beyond the document for some of the other categories of analysis that you have here. All right, go and do that now, and then click on the next video as we examine complexity and sourcing.